The first step to accepting yourself is nakedness. Without all the money, the fancy clothes, the cars, the makeup that you add onto yourself, all of those external factors that you add towards your life, what do you actually have? When you are stripped of all of those things that you give yourself, that you give value, and you feel as naked as a newborn baby, what do you actually have? Who are you? Nakedness is your most exposed and vulnerable state. In the Garden of Eden, there was a tree of knowledge which contained fruit and which God commanded Adam and Eve specifically not to eat. Before eating the fruit, Adam and Eve, they felt no sense of shame and they felt no need to cover themselves. However, with the snake's temptations, once eating the fruit, they were no longer able to accept themselves in the state that God created them in. So what did they do? They created their own clothes and they hid from God. The question I want to ask you now is, what do you have? They had their knowledge, they had their fruit. You have whatever money you may have, you have whatever job you may have, you may have whatever fancy clothes you may have. Without all of that, what do you have? Because Adam and Eve, without the clothes, without the knowledge of the fruit, all they had was innocence. They felt no shame for who they were, the way they looked, their own nakedness. They were just innocent. Now, for me, I've never been able to accept how I really am or how I really appear, which is why I've always felt the need to hide behind things. And it's crazy because other people may view me as there's nothing wrong or there's not a single problem, but every imperfection that I see and that I own, I find some way to hide behind it. Whether it was the way I dressed, you know, the way I looked, whether it was me hiding behind my own hair. And like I said, the first step to accepting yourself is nakedness. And with nakedness, there's nothing to hide behind. I didn't notice until one day somebody told me that I would always look down, or my body posture would be pointed towards the ground, but I would peek through my own hair. I would peek through my own hair because I wasn't able to accept myself for the way I truly was. And in all the days I've lived, there's never been a single thing about myself that I've actually liked. A sad thing for a man to admit, really, but it's the truth. And by taking away just one of the factors, being my own hair, I give myself nothing to hide behind. And from now on, I will work towards eliminating everything that I could possibly hide behind in order to be able to accept myself for who I truly am.